Lovely lot. Let me know if you're around. If you're on the live, I'd love it if you'd let me know where you're joining me from, how you're doing today. And if you're on the replay, drop me a little hashtag replay. Let me know that you caught this and what you think of the cards and the tapping. And if you're thinking, cards, tapping, what's she on about? You're probably new here, and you're really welcome if you are. My name is Emma Starling. I'm a master practitioner, trainer and mentor in emotional freedom technique, the soul shift method, and various other nervous system regulation, money receiving and visibility training and mentoring methods. And the daily tap that you've just joined today is all about your first toe dip into what my world is like, what tapping feels like in the body, my energy, whether I'm for you or not, and also to help you start to regulate your nervous system in a really fun, simple and easy way. And the way that we do that, rather than going full tilt into clinical EFT and the whys and the wherefores, we're going to do tapping with a card from an Oracle Energy or Tarot deck. And today it's the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron-Reid. And I'm just going to go and tag some people while I'm waiting for people to join. Bear with me. I need to just delete the silly comment that keeps coming up that I can't turn off. Followers, the daily tap is alive. Come play. All right. So let's go see what's going on. So what we're going to do is we are going to shuffle the deck. You don't have to believe in cards for this to work. And let's just see what the energy is, what the message is today, whether you're live or on the replay, whenever you catch this. What do we need to know today for our greatest and highest good? Show me clearly, please. And then what we do after that, I drop to load, is as I give you the message, I want you to tune into how it feels in your body and whether you feel pulled towards that message, whether you feel resistant to it and kind of like, no, that doesn't feel right. Or whether, there's something in it for you. And there usually is. So what do we need to know today, please? Show me clearly. For those of us on the live, the replay, let's have a look at what's going on. Do let me know in the chat if you're there. Who's there? Good morning, Alison. How are you, my dear? I hope you're well. We're just waiting for a few people to come and join us because what I found is it takes about 5 minutes. Ooh, thank you. It takes about 5 minutes for Restream to send out the message and for people to really get it on the different channels, because I'm streaming at the moment into Facebook, LinkedIn and YouTube. So do let me know where you're catching this, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn or YouTube. And it's really funny because the cards that come out often match or closely align with either my outfit or something in the room or whatever. And today we've got the royal U, so just the dark background and the spangly look. If you kind of avert your eyes, it almost looks like the card is part of my jumper. Anyway, the royal U, it's number 16. It's actually the card after the one that came out yesterday, oddly enough. So yesterday we were talking about a powerful move, and today's message, what I'm going to do is read it out to you, but I really want you to notice, so just get still for a minute, and I really want you to notice what you notice in your body. Are you resisting this message? Are you having self-talk around it, like, yeah, right, that's not possible for me, or yeah, but I don't know how, or whatever? So tune in. You can place a hand on your body if you want to, and just notice what happens inside as you receive the message. So the key concepts of this card are about sovereignty, responsibility, self-confidence, self-rule, ownership of your feelings and actions, a quiet sense of empowerment, being self-aware, and not allowing outside influences out of alignment with your truth. And the message is this: do you know what it means to express personal sovereignty in your life? It's about how you hold to your inner sense of worth and integrity, secure in your belief that you have a unique purpose. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin, knowing who you are, and that nothing outside you can challenge your authentic self. The hard-won seat of awareness that you've earned. You are the ruler of your mind, and you're being invited now to consider what discipline you need to apply to your thoughts. Are they consistent with the values and beauty you intend for your life? It's important now to keep focus on what is right and good for you as well as others. Challenges in your life at this time, no matter how large or small, must be met with a measured response. If life sends you a challenge, can you speak up and set your boundaries with grace and surety? Calm, intelligent leadership is called for now. Sovereigns know when to when to plan their battles, so stay out of unnecessary skirmishes and strategically wield your personal power. Now is the time to lead from the heart, from your authenticity and integrity. Hold your head high and know your worth. That is the mark of a true sovereign. So just notice what's happening in your body as you're hearing that. So for me, this does speak about authenticity and integrity, yes. And it also speaks about boundaries and trusting yourself, I suppose, that you are confident in who you are, what you stand for in this life, what you stand against, what you will and won't tolerate, all of those kind of human iterations of how we find ourselves, So just notice what's happening. Tune in when you think about, what does it say now? Calm, intelligent leadership, boundaries, and not allowing external influences to impact you, to sway you, to take you off your perch. Is that something that happens with you on a regular basis? And even if it's not regular and consistent, does it have a big impact when it happens? Getting knocked out of alignment is really, really common, especially at the moment, because I think a lot of people are, what's the right word here? We're looking for safety and leadership and guidance because there's so much stuff going on out there that doesn't feel safe, and I'm not getting into it now in terms of like being a Debbie Downer, but we have to acknowledge it, right? The world at the moment for a lot of people doesn't feel safe. It feels confusing. It feels like we don't know who to trust. And so actually right now, our sense of inner alignment and inner authority and sovereignty is exactly what we need as the antidote to the shit show that's going on around us, quite frankly. Does that make sense? So it's really important to tune into this. So just placing a hand on your body, take a nice deep breath in through your nose for 4, out through your mouth for 6 or more. Hard to speak boundaries when pushed. Okay, we'll bring that in, Alison. I get that, I do. I'm going to take these off actually because we're going to start the tapping. So we're going to start on the side of the hand today, and we're just going to say, even though sometimes it's hard to be my sovereign self, right here and right now, I dedicate some time to look at this. World has me in a panic state, yeah. And even though external things easily influence me, or you could say sometimes influence me if it's not that bad, right here and right now, I'm tuning back into my own inner authority. And even though it's a difficult time right now, and I really want to feel stronger inside, right here in this moment, I call all the parts of me home. And I tune into my own sovereign signal. So we'll go on the eyebrow, right at the start of the eyebrow there. Now is the time for calm, intelligent leadership. Outside of the eye, to focus on what's right and good for me, under the eye, as well as others around me. Under the nose, challenges in my life must be met with a measured response. On the chin, and that requires me to be solid in my authenticity, collarbones, and strategic with my personal power. Under the arm, now is the time to lead from the heart. Top of the head, from my authenticity and integrity. On the eyebrow, and wherever it's difficult for me to hold a boundary or express my truth. Outside of the eye, I recognize the fact that I'm a unique human. Under the eye, with unique value and gifts. Under the nose, I know who I truly am at my core. On the chin, and I have hard-won self-awareness. Collarbones, I'm the ruler of my own mind and nervous system. Under the arm, and the more I regulate my nervous system, top of the head, the easier it is to apply discipline to my thoughts. On the eyebrow, so today I revisit my values. Outside of the eye, what I stand for and against in this life. Under the eye, and all the beauty I intend for my future and present. Under the nose, and as I regulate my nervous system in this moment. On the chin, I drop below all external noise and influence. On the collarbones, and I tune in to my own sovereign signal. Excuse me. Under the arm, choosing to lead calmly and intelligently from the heart. Top of the head, holding my head high and knowing my worth. And then just come to a stop on the heart. Take a nice deep breath. So just check in how you feel now. So the royal you, this idea of inner sovereignty, right? You know who you are. And the card that actually was at the bottom of the deck was a deep breath. Take a deep breath, come into the present moment. And that's really what we've just done. We have given your nervous system the chance to take a deep breath and to remember and recognize and acknowledge the worth inside of you that is innate, that is already there, that is not to be questioned, right? Tell me how you feel now, either if you're on the live or in the comments below. I would love to know how this helped you in terms of coming back to that calm sense of, you know, authoritative, integrous leadership, because that's what we need. And the more of us who can come back to our own center and lead with the heart, the less this external shit show is going to impact us. This is what we can do. We might not be able to directly impact the politics or, you know, the economics of the situation or people's decisions in certain countries, things like that. I have no sway over Mr. Trump's decisions, but what I can do is, or anyone else's for that matter, but what I can do is keep this regulated, clean, clear, and dialed into me, what I stand for and how I can help other people. And that's what the Daily Tap is all about. Okay. So if this helped you today, I won't beg you, but I would put it to you that it would really benefit if you could share it with at least one other person today who might need this kind of feeling of being dialed back into this themselves, because it's very easy to get knocked off your perch right now. Very, very easy. The second round brought tears. Yeah. And that's why I did 3 rounds, because the first one is usually acknowledging. The second is like the uprising of the emotion. And the third one, it starts to tend to dissipate and then you feel relieved. Okay, good, good. And I really hope, you know, my wish for you is that you access that sense of self today, that calm leadership, that sense of authenticity and alignment and worth. And you know that you have a unique gift or an offer or a place in the world, something that you can do to help one other person in this lifetime. All right. So if this helped you today, feel free to like, follow, share, subscribe, and share it with somebody else who might benefit from this today. And if you haven't yet signed up, I have a new tool for you that you can grab. It's called the 90-second shift. And it is literally a condensed little tool that you can use. Free 90-second shift tool here. Yeah, there you go. You should be able to see that in the comments. And if not, then I will return and pop it under the different videos later. But it just takes you through my little sort of 90-second to 2-minute tool that you can use to just drop below that external noise and influence today really quickly, and to allow the emotions to flow in, through and out again, because they get stuck, right? They get stuck in the dense existing emotions and things that we've got stuck in our system. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. Go and walk the doggies. Have a beautiful day, whatever it is you're doing, and I will see you again